So let's record a new video. Yesterday I made a video where I discussed the potential long on BTC with the pre-planning. So in this video I want to go over that trade I took, then quickly discuss what I expect for BTC right now, because in half an hour we have CPI, so you can see some volatility. And then quickly discuss Sol, and maybe if we have some spare time, discuss gold. But yesterday as said, we had this weekend range with very tight volume, almost nothing happening. Then we had that early or on Sunday the move down, grabbing some sell-side liquidity, and then a push up, taking out that high, and then price nuked lower during the London session where it took out most of this pump already. So I'm currently in the replay mode. I think you already know, because right now, of course, price is higher. But yesterday I was talking about this local range where we had that downtrend, so low, lower, high, lower, low, or at least in the 2-minute structure, low, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and here we swept it. So this was the start of the local range. Right there, let's clean this one up. Where I said we have a 1 tap, 2 tap. We were in the discount zone of this range, and here we had this was at that point the previous daily low. Let's mark that out. Previous daily low. No. Oh. PDL. So I said I want to see a move where we created a new low, because at this time we know we had our high at hour 3 and the current low was at hour hour 7 or hour 10. So we looked at the statistics and it showed that this low was a very low probability low to hold. So the pre-planning was to take out that low during a strong hour, preferably take take the previous daily low during a strong hour, which is hour 12 to 15 UTC 0, so that's around the New York Open. Then get a break structure and then open along and look at the reactions around these levels for potential shorts, and else we could look for new highs. So let's look what price did. Let's delete that and then look. Price stayed in that local range. Then what was it? Here, this was during New York Open. So as you can see, price came into that low, took out previous daily low, and then here buyers stepped in. So I was like at the 3-minute, and I saw this reaction where we got a sell to buy. So here I knew, okay, this has a big chance to play out. So let's go back to here. I opened my long as a reaction trade when we swept this level. Then I put an alert around here. Stop loss below that third low, because this was now our 1. This was the 2. And this was the 3 during a strong hour. So in my opinion, this was a very strong invalidation. If you take this out again, then chances are pretty big that you would take would make new weekly lows. And in combination with that, we had bullish New York stats, because this was now our strong New York low. So that was the invalidation. Target was new highs right there. And then we can see that if we just play it out fully, that price took its time a bit. It went first for the extreme liquidity right here, which is the first lower high after that weekly high that was put in. So I took first a TP around this supply, and then I took a major TP after price took out this supply, because this could also be the lower high before retracing the whole move. So major TP there, and the rest was to let it run into new weekly highs, because as said, this move above stayed within the DL tool, so you can extend your range to that level. And then during the night, we can see that price even made a reaccumulation. Let's hide it for a moment. Where price was trending down. where you can draw a new range with this being your low, that being your high. And then classic, let's clean this one up, clean, and that one also clean. And then you can see that you have once again your tab 1, you sweep the low, so 1, 2, and then right here you take even your extreme liquidity. But this is all during the night, so I wasn't available right there. And then price, if you look from structure up, broke it back to bullish right there. First a wick, then a bullish break. So this could have even be a new entry, stop loss below your third tab, which is this low right here, and then you could target the range high. And yeah, that would be a new one, but yeah, for me the main trade was this one, which played out, and this morning the full TP got hit, because as I said, this is also where I'm now potentially interested in shorts again. So let's delete everything. And why am I interested in shorts? Because here we had a supply POI, these 2 or 3 candles going up, and then seller stepping in, leaving it behind an imbalance. And yeah, if you look at another time frame, price just front ran that supply POI, so that's what they call inducement. And then on the next step, often price can reject from that. So right now we have a potential model 1 distribution with the 1, the 2, and the 3. But for now I'm not interested in shorts yet, because we are holding the internal structure as well. So if you look at from the low to the high, basically this is your structure, and then you can look even more locally from this low up. Let's skip the point. They have high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So also here you are holding the structure, so there's no short trigger for me yet. And beside that, price just front ran a point of control. I don't know if I have it open here. No, I can't show you that right now, but in this supply POI, there's a point of control that was not taken out, so that's a naked point of control. Let's say that's the POC, and it was just front ran here. So a potential idea I have is that price makes one new high during CPI, then takes out a daily point of control, and if we then accept back in the range, then I'm interested in shorts, potentially all the way back to new weekly lows, to here and to here. But yeah, I have to see how that happens, because we can also just flip it. But this supply we have right here is for me very important, because as shared earlier, if we look at the volume profile from this whole move, then price is currently around the value area high, and as long as we are below it, I'm expecting a move here and here. But if we flip it, which we do if we flip above here, then I think we get a back test and reach for new monthly highs, and then we could even make a move into 98, potentially 100k. So the zone around here is very important for me, and also because today it's Tuesday, so we know that on Monday and Tuesday it is very, very likely to put in either the weekly high or the weekly low. So our current weekly low is this low, and a high is this high. So we have Monday low, Tuesday high. So this could potentially be a strong weekly low already, or we create the high today. But for now this low is stronger, so that could potentially mean that if we make new highs tomorrow or today and invalidate this bearish idea that this is the low, and then targets are new weekly highs. So yeah, gonna be important what's gonna happen from here. But I have several plans, so let's see how it goes. For now, the week started with some nice wind. Then going to Solana, I really like how Solana looks. It has been the market leader, and I expect the price to trade higher if we, let's delete the VWAP. I expect it to trade higher if Bitcoin also goes for that high. That's mainly because we right here we have a higher time frame 1, 2, 3, Wyckoff model 2. The technical target is this high right there, and price did not reach that high yet. So the technical target still has to be reached. And then here we can see that price is just trending higher, and especially on the lower time frames right here, we had a 1, 2, 3, broke structure back to bullish. So technical target of that local accumulation is this high. So as shared before, I am interested in longs if we get a backtest of, let's say here, and then break structure back to bullish, then I'm interested in longs towards that and higher levels. Or if we maybe get a deeper mitigation right here and then move towards there. Because as long as we don't take out the range high, I expect this local model to play out and take liquidity right there. So that's quickly the analysis on Sol. Then quickly I got an alert. Yeah, I was doubting to take the long. I did not take it, but let's share. I shared it in the group as well. Gold making new all-time highs this week. We have this range high, range low. Price pushed above the range, but it held about the deviation threshold, where it made a 1, a 2, a 3, a 3 drives, and then even broke 10-minute structure back to bearish right here, up, down, up, down. So this was your bearish break. So I didn't have my eyes on it, but otherwise I wanted to take a short right here, invalidation right there, and then target like here. This would have been a pretty clean short. But this morning I was looking at it when I did the update for the group, and then I saw that price was going down, high, low, high, low. And as you can see, this is just similar as what we had yesterday with Bitcoin, where we had tap 1 coming up, sweeping the low, tap 1, tap 2, price coming up, taking the high, coming back down, sweeping the low once again. Then during that move, price created, as you can see here, 5 minute OPIM. Price came back for that, pushed up. So then you can see the market maker is defending his position, because in that case this is your next higher low. And then price came up, and then I shared in a group, if price comes up here, does this, and then comes for this extreme point and then flips it, then I'm interested in longs. Let me see if I can quickly share that. Yeah, right here, potential right there, 1, 2, 3, higher low. I shared the idea to look for the higher low formation and then target the highs. Potential model 1 and model 2 play if we get structure confirmations, but yeah, CPI approaching it's a bit riskier. But what did we see? Price did exactly that, because it even came back for the extreme OBIM. Price left behind with this move up. As you can see, you have structure right here, down, up, down, boom, breaking structure right there. What did price leave behind? A 2-minute OBIM. Market loves to clear all those levels. So what did price do? Price came up, came down, came up, came down, exactly in that OBIM, and shoot off from there. I was looking, do we have any structure here to confirm a break of structure? But even on the 1 minute there was no structure, because you have low, that's not even valid on the 1 minute. And also here it's an inside candle, so that's not valid structure to use. But you can also look at flip zones, which is, a flip zone is a supply area. So for example, here you can see this supply zone, and here you have that supply zone where you break down from. And if you flip a supply zone, so the supply fails, like the purpose of this supply is to make a lower high for a lower low. If it fails to do that, so if price fails to make the lower high but flips the supply, then it turns into demand. As you can also see here, it turned into demand. So that's another entry possibility you can take. So I was doubting to take it right here, stop loss below this, because this is your next protected low. Because this is your higher low, and this was your next LPS, and then this was the next higher low. So here you could long it. Target would be the local range high for 2.5 R. But yeah, I did not take it because we were close to CPI. But yeah, in hindsight, it could have been a pretty clean trade, and I would have traded this supply. Where I'm interested what price does, because this is the extreme supply. So here you could potentially look for a lower high to this distribution model, but if it doesn't give a lower high right here, then yeah, the uptrend just continues. So yeah, clean trade idea. Didn't execute on it, unfortunately, but good to see it play out. Then yeah, for BTC, CPI, 15 minutes. Let's see, setting alerts at that high right there. And then see our local structure is around here, putting alert there to see if we break structure back to bearish, but main structure remains bullish. But yeah, as I said, main plan is to take out that high, then show weakness, accept back in the range, and then potential shorts all the way back to new weekly lows. Don't get the short triggers and get a stronger push above. Then I'm looking for continuation longs right there, back towards new monthly highs. Pretty clean plans. I think if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching once again. Don't forget to leave a like or just anything, so I know you guys appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and happy trading as always. Cheers.